Now, ever since the Russia-Ukraine war began, the possibility of a nuclear threat has been floated pretty much every week. Now, in the next few minutes, let's actually try and analyze as to how real is the nuclear threat at this moment. But first, let's actually hear this man out.
Серьезно. Миновала ли угроза ядерного конфликта? Нет, не миновала. Она возросла. Каждый день поставок иностранного оружия на Украину в конечном счете приближает вот этот самый ядерный апокалипсис.
Now, Dmitry Medvedev is known as a close aide of the Russian President Vladimir Putin. He's a former president himself. Medvedev is currently the deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council. Once hailed by the West as a liberal hope, in the recent past, Medvedev has issued a barrage of some very strongly worded statements. But this is not all that has happened this week. On Tuesday, none other than the Russian president himself warned the United Kingdom against sending weapons with a nuclear component to Ukraine. The British Defence Secretary confirmed on Monday that it would provide Ukraine with armour-piercing rounds containing depleted uranium. Depleted uranium is a byproduct of the process of creating enriched uranium that is used in nuclear fuel and weapons. It's in fact capable of generating a sort of a nuclear reaction, but it can tear through inches thick of armour due to its highly dense nature. Therefore, this is known as an attractive projectile and is used against tanks and also armoured vehicles. Although it's not considered a nuclear weapon, it still carries a lot of risk. The United Nations nuclear watchdog has earlier urged for caution while handling depleted uranium. The West has already crossed many Russian red lines. Firstly, artillery, tanks and now even fighter jets. It seems like the West is of course testing the limits that the Russians are willing to go in terms of how much weapons they are willing to accept be handed over to the Ukrainians. Russia has made it clear, though, that it is fighting the US-led NATO military alliance in a proxy war in Ukraine, and Vladimir Putin has himself made it clear that when Russia issues a nuclear warning, it is not bluffing.
Хочу напомнить, что наша страна также располагает различными средствами поражения, а по отдельным компонентам и более современными, чем у стран НАТО. И при угрозе территориальной целостности нашей страны для защиты России и нашего народа мы, безусловно, используем все имеющиеся в нашем распоряжении средства. Это не блеф.
So as the war in Ukraine rages on, it is draining the resources of both sides. Already much has been discussed on the depleting ammunition stocks on either side. Russia has even started firing hypersonic missiles in Ukraine. In these desperate times, all that is needed is a miscalculation and an extra provocation. And the world could, of course, witness a nuclear catastrophe.